Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ivy, and in today's video we're going to be making use of these 9 makeup products to achieve this beautiful, work appropriate, everyday makeup look. We really used 9 makeup products. Now if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look and the products I used, the shades and every other thing, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. It only takes 1 second. So today we're going to be using only 9 makeup products for our face. This is for those our working class ladies, you know, you have your 9 to 5, even just for simple everyday glam. I'm going to be starting with our face primer. That's the first product. Face priming is very important because it ensures that your makeup lasts the whole day, AM to PM. So it's not a step you want to skip unless you probably have dry skin. But personally, I have oily skin, and like you all know on this channel, is geared towards all those who have oily skin. So a face primer is a must. It's a must for me. And this Lexxisso primer is really good. It's so good that I'm going to layer it twice. Same Lexxisso primer, I applied all over the face, and then I'm going to layer it now on the T-zone, that is here, here and here. Just tap it in gently so that it helps fill in the pores, because it is pore minimizing and it is mattifying as well. Okay, so second product we are going to be using is a foundation. Now I will advise you try as much as possible to look for a foundation that is as close to your skin as you can get. Don't go, it's advisable to go lighter than go darker. Like if you find 2 foundations and one is a shade darker, one is a shade lighter, I will advise you go a shade lighter for foundation because of the steps we're going to be taking here. Okay, for foundation today, I want to make use of my Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Blurry Skin Tint in the shade 21. Most times I do this kind of makeup, my skin is a bit better than it used to be, but I like to use as little product as possible. Like I still want my face to be fully beat. Okay, next we are going to be using a concealer that is just 1 shade lighter than your skin. So for this, I'll be making use of the Yanga Beauty Smooth Match Concealer in the shade SMC5. It might not look so on camera, but this concealer is almost my skin shade. By the time we blend it in, you would see that it is just one shade lighter. So we use the first product, our face primer. Where is it now? We've used the first product, our face primer. We've used the second product, our foundation. This concealer is the third product that we are making use of. You can see that the concealer is almost our skin tone. Just go back in with your foundation brush. The reason I always like to do this is because sometimes, you know, you have those black bags under your eyes, and it just helps make you look more well rested and awake without doing too much. Okay, these 3 products. Now the fourth product we are going to be using is this product I recently got from Lexxisso, but it's just any loose setting powder you have. This is the Lexxisso Cosmetics Setting Powder in number 4. I'm just going to be using that. It's a light powder, like a yellowish powder. Typically I would use like my Beauty by AD beige powder, which is like a skin tone powder. Okay, so right now we've used 4 products: our face primer, foundation, concealer, and setting powder. Ordinarily, you can use this same setting powder to just go over your face just a little bit to get some setting in place, you know, because you have oily skin. But this way I'm going to deviate a bit. I'm going to take my face powder with my brush and just apply. You don't have to do this, so I'm not counting this as one of the products. You can just use the whatever loose powder you use. Like I said, most times I use my Beauty by AD beige. It's almost similar to the Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep. It just does the same thing. I really wanted to test this powder out today, and I don't have any of those powders handy here, so I'm not going to count it. We're just going to assume that we used that same powder all over the face. Okay, that's the 4th product. The 5th product you are going to need is a brow pencil, just like this. This is my classic brow pencil in number 3. So we've done the brows. We're going to go back into that same concealer we used to highlight our face, and we're going to use that to neaten up the brows. Okay, we're done with that. What product are we on now? Our product number 5. We've used our face primer, our foundation, our concealer, our setting powder, and then our brow pencil. I said we're not going to add that face powder because the face powder I used to set the rest of my face, because ordinarily I would just use whatever loose powder I use for all over my face. Okay, so we're on product number 5. We're going to go back into that loose powder. Just take some of that powder and set underneath the brow. I'm hoping I can get that Beauty by AD setting powder again, because mine is just finished, and I've not, I didn't, the last time I checked I didn't see it on their site, but I was directed to a vendor, so hopefully I get one soon. So product number 5 done. Having done that, product number 6 is going to be our bronzer, and I'm going to be using this bronzer from Juvias Place. Juvias Place bronzer in the shade Deep Dark. Before we bronze up the face and do what we have to do, I have to go back in with my powder brush and just blend out this powder from underneath the eye. Okay, then I'm going to be taking this bronzer brush from Zaron Cosmetics and this shade right here. This bronzer comes with 2 shades, a bronzer and a contour. We're not going to be contouring today, we're going to be bronzing. Just apply that bronzer. This is why I said you can use only, the light face powder you use for your face, because we are going to be bronzing, and no matter how light that powder is, once you bronze, it just blends the perimeter of the face, so there are no lines of demarcation or anything like that. And then whatever is left, we're going to just touch up the nose so that it's a bit more defined. Go back in with a powder brush just to blend everything in place. Then we're going to take a fluffy brush, and then we're going to be taking the contour part on this bronzer, like this bottom shade right here. That's still our 6th product, though. We're still on our 6th product. We're going to take that and we're just going to run that all over the lid. All over the lid like this. Okay. And then run that all over the other lid. Okay. Now we're going to take a blending brush, and this bronzer shade we used to apply it all over the face, we're going to apply that in our transition area just to tie everything in. We're still on our 6th product, guys. Product number 6. We'll come back to this product number 6 again. Then we're going to enter the 7th product. The 7th product is going to be a bronzer. The one I have here is 3-in-1, but there's bronzers that are single. It depends on whichever one you own. You don't have to start running out to get a bronzer, okay? This is our 7th product and it's a bronzer. So we're going to be taking this pinky shade right here and we're going to be applying that on the highest points of our cheeks. We're going to be applying it on our cupid's bow. Ooh. I'm going to be taking a little bit of that and applying that on the tip of the nose. I'm going to tone down this highlight a bit because it's quite much. I think I got carried away. Now we're going to be taking this same pinky shade we use with that brush, turning the other side. And we're just going to take a little bit of it and just apply it like a flush of color on the lid. Lightly do that. Then we're going to go back in with that deep shade from our bronzer palette, this one right here, our contour shade. We're going to go back there. I told you we're coming back to that contour powder, and we're going to just blend in the highlight on our lids so that it's softer, and then we're just going to blend into the crease so that there are no lines of demarcation. Can you see that just made the look to pop out? So we've used product number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bronzer 6, and our highlighting palette 7. Before we go, we're going to take whatever is left on our brush and just hit that underneath the brow bone. So we've used up 7 products for this look. The next product we're going to be needing is a mascara. That's the 8th product. A mascara. You have to apply a mascara. That's going to be ideally our 8th product. But personally, I like, you can use it like this, like it's still going to look beautiful. But personally, I like the look of black liner on my face. Okay, I like the look of black liner on my face. So this is going to be my second cheat product. My first cheat product was the face powder, and this black pencil, this one I have is from MacBook, is going to be my second cheat product because I like the look of black pencil in my waterline and my lid. Okay, we're done with that. Before we go into the mascara, which is the 8th product, I am going to take a smudger brush and just go back to our bronzer and take that contour shade and smudge the upper and lower lash line. Okay, we are done. Like I said, this step is optional. Personally, I like it, and I'm going out from here, so after filming this look, so I just wanted to have that done. So technically we've used 8 products, okay? The primer, the foundation, the concealer, the setting powder, the brow pencil, the bronzer, and the highlighter. 7 products. The mascara is going to be 8 products. Then I cheated on 2 products, the face powder and the black pencil, but just because I like them, I like the look it gives, not necessarily because it's going to change anything in this makeup look, okay? So the 8th product now is going to be our mascara. I just wanted to do this step before I apply the mascara, because if you do it after, you can stain your eyes and everything. For mascara today, we're going to apply 2 coats because we're using only 9 products and we're not applying falsies. So we're going to be using 2 coats. 2 coats of mascara. We'll apply the first coat and give it a few seconds to dry, and then we'll apply the second coat. So while that is drying, the first coat is drying, we're going to go back to our brow pencil, which you use for our eyebrow already. We're going to be using that to line our lips. Okay, we've lined the lips now, and we're going back in for the second coat of mascara. Okay, and then the 9th and final product is going to be this Zaron lip oil. I recently got this from Zaron. It's in the shade Haze. Always ensure you line your lips before you apply a lip gloss, a lipstick, whatever. Can you see how beautiful this makeup look is given? And we use 9 products. I cheated on 2 products, the black pencil and the face powder, but like I said, the black pencil is really optional. I just like the look it gives. And the face powder, typically I would use a face powder that is almost my skin tone color, so I would just use it to set all over my face, because by the time you bronze, it does, you know, help to tie everything in. Finally, we're going to go back into our powder brush just to tone down that highlighter a bit. Blend everything in, and this is the finished look, guys. Really beautiful, suitable for work, for, you know, just day to day. If it were day to day, typically I would not apply that highlighter on the lid. I would just apply on the cheekbones because I love the glow it gives. Or I could just swap it for another product, if maybe, I don't know, maybe a setting spray or something. But this is our full face and everything looks simply gorgeous. I love this. Like, this looks like a full heavy bit, and we used just 9 makeup products. I know I cheated on 2, but we're sticking with 9, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end, and until I come your way again, remain blessed. Bye, guys.